New Year's resolutions about losing weight or changing bad habits? How about resolutions to be a better parent? Dr. Andie Weiner has some suggestions. She's written a book titled The Best Investment: Unlocking the Secrets of Social Success for Your Child. Please welcome Dr. Andie. Andie, great to see you again.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. You are full of great advice for parenting and helping children along. But this time we're just going to talk about how parents can be better parents. And the first step would be what?
Well, first of all, I think when we make resolutions, by the way, it's a great time to reflect on what we did in the past and how we can improve, how we can do things in the new year. So the first New Year's resolution would be say no guilt-free.
Say no, that's the first word any child ever learns, correct?
They know no. But we want to do it guilt-free, and especially when it has to do about things that they want that don't fit into our monetary budget. You know, let's face it, after the last 2 years of this recession, one thing that we probably have learned from this is that it's important that things don't have to revolve around material things in life. So the next time that your child asks for that new iPod or the new designer jeans, I say that mantra in your head over and over again, which is, I can say no and still be a good parent. I can say no and still be a good parent. And that will retrain those guilt feelings about not giving your child everything they want.
Now, some children seem to be overscheduled during these times, and I don't know when that started, because when we were growing up, you know, you went out and played for 2 hours on your own. But now there are play dates and all sorts of different activities that mom and dad have to shuttle them to. Should you scale back on those?
You know, I think part of the problem is that parents think that they need to power pack their children's schedule because they think these things are beneficial for their children, such as art lessons, music lessons, tennis lessons, and
well, all the other kids are doing it, right?
Well, part of that's true, but part of that is equally as important is that parents need to understand that children need downtime, and it helps us too. We don't need to power pack their schedule, and children need downtime. They need to just be, and what the teenagers say, chill out.
Do some parents hide their feelings from their children, and is that a good thing?
Well, I think that parents should express their feelings. I think children need to hear them, but there's a way of saying it, and we need to express our feelings in a non-defensive way. So I suggest use what's called the I message, which is, for example, I feel angry when you don't take the dishes off the table after I told you 10 times, as opposed to, you never listen to me. You know, you're always making me yell at you all the time to take those dishes off the table. So it's important to express your feelings in a non-defensive way, but express them appropriately.
And you say, too, you should make loving choices about yourself, really setting an example for your children.
Well, what I mean by loving choices is doing things that are positive for you, whether it be to stop smoking, to have a healthier body, or take time out to relax so that you're not as stressed. If you're making loving choices for yourself, you will be happier, and children will pick that up, and they'll want to role model that.
Well, they'll see how you handle those situations.
Absolutely.
And children, I mean, there's so many different things that take their attention. Are parents competing for their children's attention sometimes?
You know, I don't know if they're competing for it. But I do think that we need to allow everybody to to express themselves and do what they need to do in the family.
What about chores? I'm sure a lot of kids don't want to hear this,
Absolutely
but mom needs some help too.
Absolutely, and again, you know, this is for good parenting too. You know, we don't have to be the super mom or dad and try to do it all. We can spread those responsibilities around the family. They can really help out with those household workload.
And should cleaning up your own room be one of those things, or are you of the thought that children should have their own space and do with it what they may?
Well, I say be kind and blind to the mess. And I can speak very personally about this because I have a teenager, and messy rooms go along with the territory. So it's better to not always be on them all the time about cleaning it up, because from my personal experience, the more that I ask them to clean the mess up, the more resistant they are. And so to be kind to yourself for this new year, cover your eyes a little bit more when you see those messes, and eventually they'll get tired of the mess and want to clean it up themselves.
Dr. Andie, good advice in the new year. Thank you so much. Good to see you again.
Thank you.